Hey, what's going on YouTube? PB the Fox here with the Ravnica Historical Society, coming back with another Ravnica, sort of a spoiler video today. I know we said we weren't going to do a video yesterday because Julie and I are getting ready to go on a trip this weekend, which is super fun. It's actually 8:45 in the morning. I'm recording super early. Something popped up that I just had to talk about, and I figured we've got a little bit of extra time this morning, so let's get a video out there. The State of the Game, Jumpstart, Historic, blah, 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 whatever. I guess this came out yesterday on July 29th. I didn't see it. But basically, Historic Brawl, there's a queue. We'll get to that in a second. It looks like there's going to be a huge back-end change for the game they talk about in this first section. Where is it? 4 hours of downtime, 7 to 11 Pacific on August 10th, which is basically going to be a big downtime that's setting up for the August 12th update. So that'll be pretty cool. One big thing is that you need to spend your Mastery Orbs from the Strixhaven Battle Pass if you have not already, because they'll be gone after this downtime. So just a little major update there. Get that done if you haven't already. The season is going to split into an early August for 10 days and a late August that runs for 20 days. That's just to get around this big downtime they're going to have. I'm guessing that they're having trouble keeping player ranks and all that through this downtime, so there's going to be a reset. Mythic players are going to drop the diamond. Everybody else is going to stay the same. And then both seasons will have full normal rewards, and both will award entries into the qualifier weekend. So we're basically getting an extra season this year just because of this downtime. No big deal. A bunch of stuff talking about blah, 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 and how the historic works. We've seen all of that. Stirring address. Now on to what you've all been waiting for. With this release, we are adding a 100-card Historic Brawl queue. That's it. That's the update. So maybe a little more, blah, blah, blah. We've been pleased with the performance we've seen in our recent Historic Brawl events, and it's clear that there's a small but dedicated audience that's interested to keep playing this format. I think the audience is maybe a little bit bigger than they're saying here, but maybe it's not as big as we think. Although I think with Historic Brawl being a permanent format, people are now going to be willing to spend wildcards on it. I know I am. There's definitely a few things that I don't have that I haven't bought for Historic Brawl because it's not a permanent format. But now that it's a permanent format, I'm going to buy a couple things. Like we do a standard brawl, we'll be using a matchmaking system that takes into account the power level of your commander to help ensure matches are fairer and more fun for both players. Speaking of fair, some perpetual effects, especially toughness reduction, can basically shut down an opponent's commander. Locking out a commander is why Meddling Mage and Sorcerer Spyglass are banned in Brawl, so we'll be taking a similar approach with some perpetual cards. We're starting with banning both Davriel's Withering and Davriel's Soulbroker in Historic Brawl. We'll be keeping an eye on the rest of the effects in Historic Brawl. So basically, all that complaining that people were doing about this perpetual shuts down commander and blah, 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 like they've already thought about it. Everybody on Reddit, just calm down and realize that you're probably not further ahead than Wizards on stuff that Wizards has been working on. And just wait until these kind of announcements before you complain about things. So there we go, Standard 2022 coming up. The big thing is Historic Brawl. Big news. I was thinking that some of these cards were creating too big of a card pool for Historic Brawl not to exist, especially the Sliver deck. Humans, now there's just going to be some decks that are, like the Squirrels was another great example of now people can build some decks and have a format to play them that's not just competitive Historic. Really cool stuff. So, yeah, check out this announcement. We'll link it in the description below. Hopefully there's some more spoilers. Keep checking your phones. Keep checking your whatever. Check mtgarenazone.com. I'm going to get out of here and get to a little bit of work. Take care, everybody. Have a great Friday. Have a good weekend. Get excited for some Historic Brawl. Let me know what commanders you guys are going to be playing in the new format, and we'll see you back here on Monday. As always, I've been PB the Fox with the Ravnica Historical Society. You've all been awesome, and we'll see you on Monday. Take care.